Hi guys, it's me, Mrs. McNick, 6th grade science. Doing our first YouTube video. In reality, this is my second YouTube video because I botched up the first one. So we're going to try this again. Anyway, I thought this was a good way to reach you because I know that really YouTube and TikTok are the places to find you guys. And I'm trying to bring everything to you. So first I'm going to go over what all the 6th grade teachers want from you, and then we'll talk a little bit specifically about science. I'll be on here every day around 11 a.m., every weekday around 11 a.m., kind of directing you into the right place, and then we will exclusively move into science. So the district sent letter out to parents, and there are some links and resources on there for you to poke around on, but there's not a lot of exact to-do list for you. So I know that it's confusing. I know it's confusing to some of your parents. I know it's confusing to some of you. I know some of you are just like, guess I'm on vacation, but you're really not, okay? So let's try to get through this. So here's the list that Ms. Riccadelli sent home to parents. I kind of made a short bulleted version for you, and we'll go over it. In ELA, you should be reading the rest of I Am Malala and answering all of your reading response questions, and that's for all of Mrs. D'Alessandro's and Ms. Lopez's students. In ELA enrichment, they're expecting you to read 30 minutes a day, kill two birds with one stone, and you can access your iReady through something called Clever that's been made available on the district website. So if you go to the district website and you click like the COVID-19 information and the academics link, you'll see something there, I guess, called Clever. And once you log in, you should be able to get to actually a lot of your electronic stuff. So ELA enrichment, 30 minutes a day reading and working on your iReady. In math, Ms. Roden wants you to work on topic 6 and envisions. And if and when you finish that, you should be reviewing topics 1 through 5. And these things are also available through the Clever link, the Clever login on the district website. Math enrichment wants you to be on your math iReady 30 minutes a day, working on that. Ms. Biscup has set up a Google Classroom for the ENO kids, and your code to get in that classroom is 4F62ZXT. Okay, that's for that Miss Biscup's kids, and she's going to kind of consolidate, put together like all the stuff from all your subjects there so you can find it all in one place. The science Google Classroom you should all already have access to. We used it earlier this year already, so it shouldn't be an issue. But just in case you need to get back in that classroom, our code is 3B, lowercase I. That's a lowercase I, Y, V, J, G, K. All right, so you can get in there. And of course, here on YouTube and on TikTok, McNick's Science 6. That's 2 S's and a number 6. And that's where you guys can share that to get the rest of the kids on here to see what's going on. All right, so that's it for 6th grade classroom. So our job, or what I'm going to attempt to do in science, is do some demonstrations and actually try to put some activities together that you can do at home with just stuff you have in your house, since we're supposed to kind of separate ourselves from people and be extra careful, right? So the plan is to use a YouTube video every Monday through Friday to give you some direct instruction and then kind of steer you towards the Google Classroom for you to produce work and turn it into me so that I can give you a grade, right? And that's going to be the plan. So tomorrow, make sure you can log into your Google Classroom, because tomorrow we're going to work on setting up a folder in our Google Drives to kind of put our science work in there by topic. And then we'll talk about due dates and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's really it for now. Oh, on the Google Classroom right about now, an assignment should be loaded, and that assignment includes all the questions from your Elevate Science book on waves and information technologies, which you were given on Friday. On Friday, I assigned to you a question on page 5. Right? It's right here. It's just a straight up academic vocabulary question about vacuums. On page 7, there's a compare and contrast question about longitudinal versus surface waves. Now, I don't want you freaking out about surface waves. We did this in class. when we worked on floating things and generating waves to see how the energy in the wave affected floating objects. So I know you don't have your notebook with you, but take a look at the pictures. I took a picture of this page and embedded it in the question on the Google Classroom in case you didn't bring your book home, okay? And even if you did bring your book home, submit your answers electronically on Google Classroom so I can give you a grade. This grade will be a participation grade. So do the work. Don't answer I don't know or IDK, all right? And you'll get a grade for submitting the work this time. On page 11, I originally did ask you to do 3 questions. I've only posted 2 on the Google Classroom because the 3rd question requires a drawing. I know you can do a drawing, but the questions are in a form. So we're just going to leave it at that. If I do need you to do a drawing in the future, it'll be something that you'll use the drawing part of the Google Drive and embed the drawing in a document to turn it in. But we're not going to worry about that now. We're just going to talk about filling out a Google form, which you know how to do, and hitting submit or turn in so that I can get your answers and grade your answers. All right, that's it. This will all work better if you have a laptop or a tablet, but I'm trying to be really mindful to only give you stuff or to give you stuff that works well on the phone. Because, you know, I know some of you have to stay with relatives and stuff like that. If you have parents, grandparents, caretakers that are still going to work every day, I know you're going to have to share the electronics in your house with other kids in your family. Or maybe you were hoping to have access to the library and their computers. So we'll try to be mindful about how you can turn stuff in. All right. I miss you guys. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.